Hey everybody, I'm Christy and we are back in the Ramsey Ranch kitchen here on Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun. And today I'm taking you back to my roots, to where I'm from. Well, sorta. Today we're going to make the copycat version of the Iltaco Sausage Pizza Puff, which is a Chicago thing, y'all. It is a Chicago street food. Since the 80s, people have been loving the Pizza Puff. I'm a region rat, I'm from Northwest Indiana, but the Pizza Puff has my heart as well. So why don't you come along with us and see if we can copycat the Iltaco Pizza Puff.
Go Cubs!
Okay everybody, this is a Ramsey Ranch Culinary Research Center recipe, which means I've not done it before. I've been doing research. I have come up with what I think is the Iltaco Pizza Puff recipe. You can't buy them in the store unless you live in the region or in the Chicagoland area or that area. You really can't buy them. Now you can get them here in East Tennessee. Our friend Chicago Mike down at Chicago Hot Dog and Sausage Company has them. But I can't get over there today, so I'm gonna try to make my own. Chicago Mike, forgive me, but I just gotta try. So we're gonna go through the ingredients list. First, I've got a package of the burrito size tortillas. The original Pizza Puff, according to Iltaco, was made in a tortilla. Think of it like a Hot Pocket, the first Hot Pocket, before there were Hot Pockets. So that's kind of what it is. I've got a pound of Italian sausage, 1 can of organic tomato sauce, about 1/3 of a cup of red, finely diced red bell pepper. I've got about 1/2 to 3/4 a cup of little tiny chunks of whole milk mozzarella cheese, because that's what it looks like inside. And then I've got, this is Palm Fruit Shortning, and that's what I'm going to use to deep fry these. It is not hydrogenated, there's no cholesterol. It is a much, much healthier way to deep fat fry your food. So we're going to use the Palm Fruit Shortening. We get that at Azure Standard, and I will leave a link to that below because it is a much, much healthier way to fry your foods, and it also replaces things like shortening and Crisco and whatnot. So, and then we've got our spice mix. For our spice mix, we've got 1 tablespoon of oregano, teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seed, 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. You can adjust these as you like. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back to the stove, and we're gonna get this meat and these peppers cooking, and then we're gonna put it together and see how this goes. Come along with me. Okay, we are gonna go into our preheated pan with our Italian sausage. Make sure you take off that paper there. Sometimes that can go in there and you don't even know it. And our red pepper. And we're just going to saute that until it's done. I'm going to use my mix and chop here. We do have a link below to our Amazon store where you can find those. It is a great tool anytime that you're chopping up meat for a recipe, ground meat. I wouldn't live without it. You will also find the recipe below. Just touch the little more button where it says description, and you can find the recipe as well as our Amazon link and the link to email us or any other information you might want to need. It's always below in the description box. And we're just gonna let that brown. So you notice the little blades on this mix and chop. It really does a good job of making fine pieces of your ground meat, whatever kind of ground meat you're cooking, whether it's sausage like we've got here, hamburger, turkey, ground chicken. It really does a great job. Because in this recipe, we do want the meat to be fine. Alright, it looks like our sausage is ready, so I'm going to quickly drain it and bring it back to the pan. We are adding in our sausage back from being drained. Got a lot of that fat that we don't need in there. And now I've got my spice mix here. Mix it up just a little bit so it incorporates evenly. And throw it in the pan there. Give it a quick mix. Oh, the smell. And now I'm adding in our tomato sauce. And just a little bit of water to rinse out the pan. I don't like to waste anything. I'm going to give that a stir. And now we just wait for that to cook down a little bit so it's not super wet and soupy. We want it to just be like a filling. So we need to let that cook down, I don't know, probably 5-10 minutes. And that'll also release the flavors of the spices into that mix. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, it's been about 5 minutes and I do have my vent fan in the microwave over the stove on, which helps to take that moisture out of the mix. And I'd say we're probably about halfway to where we need to be with the consistency. So we're gonna give it a nice stir and come back in about another 5 minutes. Alrighty, my friends, I think that we are there. You don't want it to be soupy. You just want that liquid to have cooked down enough so that you can make a pocket. So I'm going to transfer this into another bowl and then get this pan ready for frying with my palm fruit shortening. And we're going to try to get it to about 375 degrees. We're not going to deep fat fry it. We are going to fill maybe a little less than half and then flip it on each side. That's how we're going to do it, just because I don't want to deal with the whole deep fat frying thing today. Alright, we'll see you back. Alrighty, I have got my heat on my burner at about between a 5 and a 7, so about a 6, a little higher than halfway. And I'm gonna try about 2 cups of the palm fruit shortening in there, because I want to shallow fry these instead of deep frying. Now, of course, the traditional method is to deep fry, but we're not going to do that today because I don't want to waste all my shortening, and I think that this method will work just fine. So that's going to heat, and we probably want to get that to about 375. So I'm going to bring you back over to the counter and we're going to assemble the pizza puffs. I am so excited to see if these taste like the real deal. Alright, so I'm going to use a 1/3 cup measuring cup here and put about that much on my shell. You're going to go about 1/3 of the way up, and I don't even think that's enough, so we're just going to add maybe a couple tablespoons more. So the key is in the folding. I'm actually going to take some of the palm shortening that I'm using and make kind of a glue along the edges here, because we want it to stay sticking together once we And we're frying in the palm shortening, so it's not gonna hurt anything. All right, I'm gonna use my scoop to kind of square it off. And then you go halfway up, halfway over, and then down like an envelope. And then you just press down to kind of seal it. And then you're going to turn it over on itself. There we go. There's one. Little meat sneaks out. It's no big deal. So use a little bit of my palm shortening like glue. Now remember, this is a very healthy shortening. You can use an oil or Crisco or whatever you want to fry in, whatever healthy oil you like to fry in. You go ahead and use that. Okay. So we'll do a heaping third cup. Third of the way up there. It looks like this will make about 4 nice sized pizza puffs. Fold up, fold over, press down, fold over, press down, and like an envelope all the way down. And turn it over. Alrighty. It's not the exact shape of a pizza puff, but it's really close. Okay. Oh, what did we forget, people? Ah! We forgot something. Cheese, guys. Cheese. Mozzarella cheese. So the pizza puffs have little white chunks of mozzarella in them. Let's go back up, go back over. Can't forget the cheese. And bam. Let's go back to our first one to put cheese in. That would be a travesty. Okay, now we have the properly assembled pizza puff. Alright, we're going to fry up 2 today, and we're going to leave our mix for another day, but I am excited to see if this is like the real deal. I can tell you the sauce smells like it. Alrighty, our oil is heated to about where it needs to be. So the key is putting these flap side down into the oil very carefully. And we're just going to let those fry a few minutes to crisp up that shell, and then we're going to flip. Let's see what Pizza Pocket 1 looks like. I think we're ready. Whew. That looks so good. Alright, I think they are done. Let's put them on a plate with a paper towel. And now we're gonna go try them. I gotta tell you, my friends, this looks very much like the original Iltaco Pizza Pocket. And look at that deliciousness going on inside. Oh my goodness, let's go try it. You know, I'm in a Chicago frame of mind.
Chicago
is my kind of town. I grew up in the region, everybody. And I have a feeling I have done a very good job.
I think so.
On recreating the pizza puff.
Yes.
So what do you think we give it a try?
Well, it looks really good, so I'm very curious to try this.
Very close.
It smells like it.
Look at that.
Yes.
Cheese pull.
Oh.
Well, I can tell you the original don't have cheese pull like that, which tells you the cheese might not be the quality cheese we were using. All right. Shall we cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers to Pizza Puff. Oh my goodness.
That is insane goodness right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Wow. I would say that is pretty darn close. Possibly better than the frozen delicacy known as the Iltaco Pizza Puff.
I agree.
Sausage.
I agree.
All right. I'm impressed by myself here.
It's just good. It's flaky.
Yeah. It's exactly how it kind of comes.
Yeah, when you
get one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great sauce, great meat, great cheese.
I think that I could add a smidge more of the red pepper flakes for our taste. But I think the seasoning is very, very close.
It is.
To the original. This is the sausage pizza puff. Now, Pizza Puff originated in 1980 or 81, somewhere around there, as it was like a ground beef pizza puff with a tomato base. And now they have a whole bunch more. They've got a breakfast pizza puff. They've got
cheese, just regular cheese.
Just cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, gyro puff.
Yeah.
Because, of course, gyros are a big thing in Chicago as well. But I'm going to say yes, please. I think it's amazing.
Love it.
You could even do the same sort of thing with like a sloppy joe meat. The sky really is the limit once you understand the pocket concept.
Yes.
And we showed you how to do those with the folding. And just use a little oil or egg wash or milk or whatever to keep it. Mama was very curious here, as usual.
What else is new?
But, wow. So if you're not anywhere you can get a pizza puff, you can make your own.
Yes. You know what else that would be great filled with?
What's that?
Philly cheesesteak.
Ooh.
I thought about that when I was like, wow, okay.
That would work. With like a little bit of a brown gravy inside.
Brisket puff.
Oh, he's going crazy now. Barbecue puff.
Now that I understand the pocket concept, we're good.
This is not hard to do. It didn't take long, really.
No.
And I'm kind of impressed that I came very close to these Italian sausage.
I need a napkin.
He needs a napkin. Pizza puff. So whether you're from Chicago or not, you got to make you a pizza puff.
You gotta make pizza puff.
Be great for like the Super Bowl. You could make half-size pizza puffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of buy the smaller tortillas and make little tiny pizza pockets.
You can also make your own. You can make your own pizza rolls.
It is kind of the OG of Hot Pocket pizza rolls.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. So it's very cool. We can't get them here, Chicago Mike. We will still be back for your pizza roll, pizza puffs. But I'm cool and glad to know I can make them at home.
Absolutely. That's good stuff.
And most people don't have a Chicago Mike that they can go to.
That's right.
So if you don't live in the Chicago area, you're probably not getting pizza puffs.
Yeah.
But they are a quintessential Chicago street food. So, what do you think?
Well, it's a big 2 thumbs up from me.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to close out for this episode of the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen.
The Culinary Research Center.
This is definitely was research, and you know what? I think I pretty closely nailed it. It's the herbs and spices.
Well, as Harry Carey would say, holy cow, you hit a home run. This one's out of the park. See you later. It's that good. It's so good. It really is that good. And I don't know, like I said, home run on this. This is, that's not a base hit. That's a home run.
Here's Gaff's pitch. There's a long drive, deep center field. Way back. It might be. It is. A home run. A grand slam. A grand slam. Holy cow. Against the wind.
I'm very pleased.
Yes.
I went into this pretty blind. I did some research. Of course, it's the Research Center, and came up with this, and I think it's very close.
Yes.
All right, so if you like this video and videos like this, give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned to Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun. And if you have not subscribed,
Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and that helps us. And we'd just like to have you along for the ride.
if you're new to us, welcome. We are variety. We do all kinds of things. We cook at home. We go out. We show the Smokies. We
do a little bit of everything.
We show whatever we show. So we hope that you'll come along for
History
the
lessons too. So.
ride. And hit that notification bell because ringy dingy.
School's in with Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun. That way you know when we've got new content posted.
But for now, I'm Christy and he's Brooks.
God bless you guys. We love you, and
We can't wait to show you what's next. Bye-bye.